Hi, everybody. I'm here with Gosia of Cosmic Agency, and she introduced me to Swaruu a few years back, and we've had a relationship ever since. I love her, and I trust her, and of course, the Swaruu girls, I love them, and I've been following her for years, and this recent weirdness that came up, we're going to be talking about that a little bit, and I'm going to share my thoughts and insights and perspective. And so over to you, Gosia. What would you like to say as we start out?
Hello, everybody, and thank you for being with me on this show. This is hello to all my viewers on Cosmic Agency, and also hello to all your viewers on your channel. And also, I know that we share some same viewers as well.
Yeah.
This show, I have to say, well, was my idea. I know that Rich has always been open to coming and doing the show together. And actually, we have been planning to do something for a very long time. Like years ago, we were talking about doing something about the Federation and wait, my microphone. So this has been a long way in coming. I just never got around to it because I always try to focus on videos on my channel, and I do not really do interviews or shows. But well, this time I thought this was a good occasion, good opportunity to come and say hello to Rich. Like he said, he had the opportunity to speak to Yaski, and I don't know, that was a few years ago. I remember it was at the time when Anéeka was still around, and Anéeka and the team, they loved watching your shows, by the way.
Yeah. Oh.
They told me they were following you for a very long time.
Yeah, well, Anéeka, she said that she dropped a comment under one of my videos. She was the architect. And I look back later and I go, yeah. She sure did. So I got to talk to Anéeka too. It was sweet. God, I love them.
Did you know? I thought it was Yaski and Athéna. I think she was in the conversation once.
Well, yeah, the first time, I think it was the first time there was you and Yaski and Anéeka was there. One of the times Anéeka was there because she was saying stuff on the side there. Yeah.
Okay, I do not remember specifically now, but my memory sometimes, with all these events, it all gets blurry. I do remember Dale was there, and you were there, and Yaski, and I think it was Athéna at some other point. The point is that they always used to tell me they loved your videos, and Anéeka always loved your swearing.
That's great. Yeah.
Because she used to love learning slang language and human expressions. So
well, I was the guy for that for sure. I don't cuss as much these days, but I still use the words. But yeah, I remember Anéeka, I was asking Yaski about skateboarding and bicycles and different stuff like that, and Anéeka was on the side and she said, "Oh, tell them about the bicycle accident." Or something like that, right? It was either the bicycle accident or the skateboard accident. I forget which one, but yeah.
I think skateboard. I think she was one of the few that did not get into bicycling at the time. They were all into bicycling, but Yaski was into skateboard.
Yaski was walking out of the park, and somebody on a bicycle ran her over. She wasn't driving.
Yes, I think it was Kila, actually. One of them. And I just want to say, for those of you who are maybe new, you would be surprised that the extraterrestrials like to swear or things like that. Well, first of all, I'm just referring to Anéeka here, in this specific context. Every one of them is different because they are people. Athéna, for example, never swore, but Anéeka liked this typical slangish human expressions. And I remember in Spanish, it was so funny to hear her and Robert actually go at it, and sometimes funny expressions, because she used to say she liked them because they carry a lot of emotions, and you can express so much with that. So I remember she was into that.
Yeah. Hey, it's good being able just to talk to you about the girls, because it's just wonderful. So anyway, we should probably you know.
Yeah, we should go somewhere else now. But I did want to make sure that people understand that you were invited to talk to them a few times.
Can I say
Yeah.
this? Not only was I invited, I think I talked to Yaski, I think it was my 4 hours the first time.
It was a long time, yeah.
It was a long time. And when we got done, she asked if I wanted to meet up again. And I said, yeah. So we met again. And again, about that long.
Actually, I had that conversation that I want to make a video now very soon, because I'm going to take opportunity that now you're on the show. I had this conversation, one more conversation with you and Dale in it, and Yaski, and I'm there too, and I will publish that.
Oh, I'd love to hear it. Yeah, yeah. Because I don't have any records of it, just my memory.
You don't?
No, I don't have a record of it. Just anyway, after that second time, Yaski asked if I'd like to meet up again. And of course, I said yes. And so we were going to meet up the next weekend. And that was the time where they had to bug out the first time. So we didn't get to meet. But then
the time when that situation with the previous infiltration was happening, and
yeah, they got
that heavy situation back then as well.
Yeah.
So they were,
and the second time, well, when the ship did come back, they were back for a while and they settled, and Athena was now talking more. And you wrote to me and said, hey, Athena would like to talk to you, Rich. And I go, yeah. So we talked, and that was sweet. And they're similar in ways, but they're different characters and personalities, right? So I'm talking with Athena, and we get done, and she says, would you like to meet up again? I'm going, yeah. And it was that next time we were supposed to meet that the big blow up happened with the other channel. I didn't know it at the time. It took a couple of years before I figured that out, but until I heard about it, you guys talked about it, and I go, oh, that was the time. Okay. But yeah.
Yeah, I think next year we made a video about that, more in detail. But these things happen with the threat of infiltrations is always happening, and we can now tie it to the present situation. So this has been going on for a while. The threat of being taken over, and but I don't want to make this about me. Actually, in the show, I want to focus on Rich, because I already told you guys in this 3-hour video everything that I had and all the suspicions that we had. And I also then made another 3-hour clarifying live about different points. So I'm not going to be rehashing my own points. I wanted to bring Rich because this is interesting. I remember a few months ago, I sent Rich an email. One of the few people that I reached out to, I think I reached out only to 2 people, asking how they feel about, I think I asked you, no, I think the question was, I noticed that you haven't done Mari's reaction videos. And I said, is there a reason? Because I didn't want to reveal at that time yet to ask anybody that we had, Robert and I, our suspicions already. But I wanted to suss out what is Rich thinking about this, because I noticed that he hasn't done Mari's reaction videos, and I thought this was indicative, and I wanted his thoughts. But Rich was also very delicate about not imposing his own thoughts. So he didn't say he was suspicious. He was like, well, it's just that I have been doing other reaction videos. Why are you asking? Are you suspicious of something? And that was it. And then I responded, no, I'm just asking. You're like balls dancing around the subject, not saying directly that we both had suspicions, because I didn't want to reveal to anybody at that point until we come out publicly. We didn't want to say. And Rich also didn't want to impose.
Right.
Yes, he was delicate about the situation. But only later we together realized that we both at the time already were suspicious of things. So Could you now maybe go back to the time when I first wrote you that email? Why did you stop making Mari's reaction videos? And what were your suspicions at that time already?
Well, okay, first of all, so you asked me why I wasn't making videos, and I was saying, well, they're just not inspiring me. I was being a little bit delicate, but it was the truth too. I wasn't being inspired by the messages, and there was nothing to say, nothing to teach, nothing to share. And we'll circle back around, because when Yaski and Swaruu 9 and Athéna would share information, it was always deep. And Yaski's mission is, from what I got from her talking with me, was kind of like a guide for humanity, here to help enlighten us and wake us up. And if you look at it, the stories we've been getting from the other channel, it's very sensational. When you said they were sensational stories, I'm going, yeah, that's exactly what they are. It's story, story, story. And I know a lot about manipulation, domination, control tactics, and mind control, and social engineering, PR, black PR operations, and all that propaganda machines like World War II and all this stuff. So I know how some of the things they do. And one is they tell a good story. And they're sensational, they're emotional, they're evocative. And I'm watching some of those videos from the other channel, and I'm going, why are they telling us this? Why are we hearing this story? It's a nice story, it's very engaging. And then I was getting suspicious, and I was putting things together, and I go, And then when you said, Gosia, when you said, you know, I remember I finally came out in one of the emails. I said to you, I said, are you saying you're suspicious of them? It's like something happened. And I just came out and said, I know, I got fucking done with it, man. I go, are you saying, because if you said yes, I was going to say, hey, let's talk.
Exactly. And none of us wanted to say it first.
I know,
like,
right.
Oh, no, I'm just asking.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. But then when you made your video, I'm going, yeah. And I started looking deep at it, and I can share my insights and thoughts about that right now.
Well, so I would like to go a little bit more into that. You said that you know about the social engineering and all that, the psychological storytelling. What did you see in that? Because I also have to remind the audience that for me, it's in the beginning of Mari's channel, it wasn't like that. There were a lot of empowering information there. And I felt like she was also, you know, that guide for the humanity, like Yaski before, in her own way, which I was very happy about. I was very excited for the people to have this direct Taigetan queen, you know, talking to the humans. And I was just very happy just to be the support. But then, yes, those stories started to, it sounded to me like there was an agenda behind of why these specific stories are being presented to the people. So what do you think the agenda there could be? We are just speculating, by the way, but, you know, that's what we do.
Yeah. Bottom line, simple, divide and conquer. That's the strategy I see in the big picture. The Swaruu girls came through that other lady, then met you and Robert, and you guys, you know, I'm with you. You're part of the team, man. You came down here from some fucking place going, okay, I got this. And you came here and you've dedicated so much of your time and your life to this. And it's a wonderful messages, and it's all going great, and things are going really good. And my own speculation is that there was a real Marie. I mean, I've looked deep at the different options and stuff. Real Marie, because why would Athéna and Yaski be talking about Marie?
Yes.
So I go, okay, but something happened. And then I look deeper at how serious and important this is to us and to the galactic regressive ETs. This place here on Earth is a place where a lot of powerful beings are coming and incarnating and helping wake up humanity, because the programming that is going on this planet, the bad boys have control of everything. Social platforms, mainstream media, television network, everything, military, industrial, everything. And they are programming humanity. And my theory is that if they can really design and get their techniques for mind control and manipulation and population social engineering to get us to believe certain things, they go, yes, now they can export that to other galaxies and other planets. It's very serious. I mean, these regressives have millions of years of experience with this stuff, and they don't have memory wipes. They know what they're doing, and they've been practicing, and they've been controlling and dominating planets in our sector of the galaxy for millions and millions of years. And it's getting pretty serious, and the war is still going on. It's psychic war, it's spiritual warfare, because they are multidimensional, and they can operate in the astral, or the higher frequencies or higher ranges of perception that we can't see. And this astral warriors and astral warfare and all that stuff, that's a real thing. And they are working it, the bad boys. And the messages from Yaski and Athena and Swaruu 9, they were very pertinent to this sort of thing. And they're helping us wake up to understand what's going on. Now, I'm seeing over here at this other channel, and they're throwing a little bit here and there, but I'm watching those about astral wars and stuff, and I go, this is nothing new. This has already been shared. This is not new information. And so if I was the bad guys and I wanted to usurp, take over, infiltrate, hijack, and consolidate a good message that cosmic agency that you are helping get out, what would I do? How would I do it? Well, I would use everything I have. And the first thing I want to do is divide and conquer. But how do I do that? Well, first I want to establish myself as a credible source. But guess what? There's no human interaction there. It's like you have been able to talk to the girls intimately about important stuff and private stuff. You can feel a relationship. There's a real being there, more than one, the whole family of them. It's like, yes. And I was able to experience that with them as well. We don't get that with the other channel. We get an AI voice and an image. Now, I don't know how it all started and what happened. I got speculations about how things changed and the powers changed. But if I was doing it, I would go after the queen, and I would do it in a way that I could take over the communication, because whoever controls the communication hub and channels in any organization or world controls the world. So you were the main channel through the communication, and that was working really good. So they have to attack that. And they will, and they did. And they did it with the two Spanish girls with that other channel. And I see my processing says they're doing that again. They have taken over the attention, a lot of your audience. And maybe that was the plan at first, but there was more interaction. And I think maybe there was supposed to be more connection with you and the new Togetting team. But when you start talking about the girls you know and love saying they are suspicious of the new Togetting team, I'm going, holy shit, something's going on. And then when the girls like disappeared, it's like, why would they do that without saying bye or hey, we got to take off? Because I'm going, what the fuck? So I'm going like this and going, okay, they had to go. And this is not fucking playing around here. This is serious. They had to dodge if they got Marie, the real Marie, my understanding, that first attempt on her may have been the real deal, not fucking around, and they're not going to stop. These are reptilian. They've been doing it for millions and millions of years. There's a lot at stake here. They're playing the game strongly, and they're counting on humans to be stupid, dumbed down, ignorant, or not being able to think outside the box. And so Yaski and the girls, they're trying to help us understand the picture on Earth and the dynamics off planet. And I've been suspicious of the Galactic Federation for 40 years, so that's nothing new there. But so as the details started unfolding, I go, Jesus Christ, maybe. And I like to look at the positive side of this possibilities, and I go, well, maybe Athena and Yaski had to bug out, so they grabbed Marie. I literally sneak into the ship and sneak her out. Like, we got to get the fuck out of here. They jump into Susie and they hide themselves in the fucking timeline, some mystical, some fucking far off fucking place, and they got to stay quiet till this shit show settles down, because they can move in time into the future. They can see what the shit show's going to be. And if you look deep, there's more than one timeline. Right now, you and I are right here. There's all these trajectories. You and I are going to go a certain way. And this is the story of what's happening is going to unfold a certain way. But on darker timelines, it's going to be a total shit show. And in others, it's going to be much better. So this is what I'm seeing as, okay, the girls had to take off and disappear. And now it's up to us to sort this out. And we got to look at all the parts and discern. Now, if people want to believe and do believe that Marie's stuff is the real deal, great. That's on them. I'm not going to, I would love people to agree with me. Every human being likes that. We like agreement. It strengthens our reality. So, that's nature, and that's experiences. That's our reality. Okay. So, I'm going, okay, I will share my point of view, but if people want to believe that, fine. But I have some points to bring up. If you're going to weigh, well, do I go with Cosmic Agency or do I go with Swaruu Official? I'm going, shit, that's a fucking no-brainer. Over here, you're talking to a fucking AI voice that you can't communicate to or from. You can't. There's no comments. And the persona there doesn't even communicate with you. Big red fucking flag. So what do we got? So I look into the social engineering and mind control phenomena, and story is incredibly powerful. It's designed to trigger a person's oxytocin, serotonin, or dopamine, and sometimes cortisol. It's words. ChatGPT can do it. I taught ChatGPT to use it and show me and share with me. So you say, professional speakers know how to talk to an audience, to use trigger words and phrases to literally kick in dopamine, and you get literally kick in oxytocin, which is the connection. Bond, you will feel it here. You will feel, a connection. That is fucking science. And these reptilians and these other regressive ETs, you think they don't know that shit? They fucking know it better than any fucking professional speaker. And they know how to write a story and manipulate the emotions of their audience. So what I see is they took their time and they got a hold of the control hub of the communication from the Tibetans. And now they're just telling any fucking story they want. And they're not stupid. They're highly intelligent. These fucking reptilians are, if we're like, in 100, 150, somewhere in there, these motherfuckers are like 300, 400, 500. And their queens and shit are probably like IQ, like real fucking high. And they live long. And they know what they're fucking doing. So we have to really be on our toes and understand this kind of manipulation stuff. And I see stories coming out, especially when you shared that. I relooked, I go, okay, story. Good stuff, but a rehash, story, drama. The one that really got me, after you shared with me your suspicions, I looked over and the one about the fight on the Viera, and all the tigers are just kicking ass on the bad guys. Ooh-ha, woo-ha. And I go, yeah, that's just fucking story. That doesn't do anything for anybody but engage our attention. I'm going, oh, I didn't know. I didn't have the certainty I have now. But I go, yeah. And then the part where she shares the thing about the worm, this highly evolved worm thing that's in the swamp. That's like creepy shit. And I go, what else? What about this creepy fucking worm thing? Oh, it will change a being. If it looks at you, it will change you. And it could fuck up your spiritual life, not just your human body and your human experience. It'll fuck up your spiritual shit, or it can elevate you. That's dramatic fucking storytelling. And I go, why the fuck would somebody share a story like that with a human audience? What the fuck? It's not helping. It's goddamn good storytelling, though. If you don't know about story and how it's used to manipulate an audience, you get drawn in so fucking fast because it's very powerful. And then I look at the other story, and then even in the titles, they're going horrified, terrified. I go, what the fuck are you even using? This is fear porn dressed up in a fucking ET suit of kindness and decency and Pleiadian loving fucking bullshit fucking costume. And it's not even the real girl. I mean, it's not like you in your human form are here. You've got discernment, and you can talk with it, go, oh, that won't fly. No, we don't want to tell them that. That's probably, we want to look out for the message. It's like you're sensitive to that. And so we don't want to be doing bullshit. So it's a really great relationship, and you've been doing it for years and years and years, and not a fucking problem anywhere. My bullshit detector never went off. I could totally resonate with the girls, and all good stuff. Shit didn't start happening. No questions until there were questions right here at the end here. It's like, holy fuck, this is a divide and conquer fucking thing. They're going to divide the audience, the people that are listening, because they do not want Cosmic Agency or the Swaruu girls' messages to flourish and prosper in the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years. They don't want that. They do not want that. They can see where that can fucking go. And they would like to see this other thing where they divide and conquer, and it's just a shit show and nobody wants to watch anymore. Well, I'm saying, keep watching. As long as you're kicking stuff out, keep watching, because the girls might come back. We don't know when it's safe, if it ever becomes safe. Anyway, that's enough for now. What are your thoughts on what I've shared?